Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 20th of December 2019. It is a pleasure to be with you today. We've got our little bird back here on the table. For today's reading, I'm using the Witch's Tarot. So let's have a look at what the cards want to impart with us, what they want us to know in terms of the energy of Friday the 20th. Have you got the Christmas spirit? I haven't felt very Christmassy at all yet. I've just been so busy working and doing things that the 20th of December really has crept up on me. I'm flying to Austria for a week on the 21st. So it's all happening really quickly. I had a big discussion, a big metaphysical discussion about that actually the other day, about how time changes and how time is sped up over time. You know, the concept of, we discussed all of that. So what we have today is we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is a good thing because out of all of the knights, he's the only one that's stationary and that doesn't take action. He just sits there fully armored, waiting to get attacked. But isn't this horse gorgeous? That is Black Beauty if I ever saw Black Beauty. Okay, so he's in reverse. Then we've got the Page of Cups. Bless her. She's standing there with her little cup. The massive waves are about to engulf her, but she's just got a smile on her face and say, "Here you go, I'm so happy." She's a bit like Bob, okay? She's like, "I love you, I'm just happy to see you. I don't care what's going on around me. If it's broken, you know, whatever. I'm just here. I'm just happy to feel something." Kind of disastrous, possibly. And then finally, we have the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is a lovely card, and it's really expressed in a lovely way here. It's the traditional family unit, a husband and a wife with children, lots of land on which they can grow up naturally, a house, a little farm, everyone's happy together. No one else would notice this, but I would. Poppies to indicate that there is no pain between family members, because poppies are used to make painkillers. And it's hunky-dory, happy family. No one feels excluded. No one feels like they can't trust the other, and no one keeps secrets, and there are no dirty skeletons in the closet, and everything's fabulous. It's the way a family can be. It's the potential of the ideal family. So today we have that in reverse. The first card, the Knight of Pentacles, as I said, is really in dire need of a little kick up the rear here, so that this giant, static, huge horse is actually going to move forward. And, you know, it's carrying a ton of weight on its back. Even the deers are stopping by to say, "Hey, you've been there a while. Are you still here? It's the third day I'm visiting this river and you're still standing there?" So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is actually quite nice because it means that you'll take action. Pentacles is earth, physical world and life, money, jobs, behavior, calling other people to do work for you, like getting your car MOT'd or paying a bill and calling up the call center, or having a haircut and a shave, going to a meeting with the producers to see if they are going to pick up your script and produce it and give the money, whatever it may be. That is something that you will take action on. However, you go into it like an open-faced sandwich, just waiting to kind of be swept away by this wave. And not just a wave, this is like a wave that's the size of 3 houses stacked on top of each other. So if you just wing yourself, or you just kind of stagger on and you decide to just traipse naively, blindly through whatever it is you're doing, and you say, "Oh, okay, it'll all be fine anyway, I'll just muddle my way through," that is not a good idea today, because you muddle your way through. You are this target that is really setting itself up to be swept away by negative circumstances, other people who may take advantage of what is perceived to be vulnerability. It could be something that is caused by you, and you recognize that and see it, and you're just appalled by what you've done, and you just are swept away by this shame and guilt. It could be something really profoundly changing in the sense of the Page of Cups, because once she drowns, let's use the whole Christian kind of frame theology kind of thing. You can only live, you can only discover your life. You have to die first before you can really live in spiritual truth. Something like that in the Bible, isn't it? You have to die before you can really wake up to the glory and the spirit of your real life, your real self. And the Page of Cups has to have these dire situations because she has chosen to learn through pain. Most of us here on planet Earth, that's why I really like this card, is most of us do learn through pain. As a kid, I put my toes in the spokes of a bicycle. I was sitting on the back seat and someone else was riding the bicycle, and I was just in the back and my toes got caught in the spokes. And I learned to keep my feet away from those in future. So you become the Knight of Cups, but it's not a pleasant experience. This is not learning because you're so full of love and someone comes up to you and say, oh, what a beautiful fish you've got in that cup. Let's put you on a pedestal and parade you around Europe and have all the aristocracy woo and ah at your gorgeousness and how that little fish lives there. Just impossible, crazy, right? How'd you do it? No, it's not going to be something like that. It's you taking action. He is armored up to, I mean, he couldn't be much more armored. Every inch of his body is covered because he expects to get a big stab or a big smack in the face from someone. And this giant horse, it's a war horse. And the pentacle is used as a shield. So he realizes that he's done something that is going to create a very, very negative response. So if you're someone like that who operates from that level, I've done something wrong, I'm looking over my shoulder, I hope they catch up with me. Don't catch up with me, Freudian slip. Yeah, exactly, because if you hope they don't catch up with you, they will catch up with you. It's just, I mean, again, not to repeat myself too much, but what you resist persists. What you bless and fill with light, that's what you are able to let go of and what leaves you. So the frame of mind isn't ideal. And if you take uninformed action on that attitude that presents itself in your mind today, you get yourself in this situation. That little smile is going to be wiped off that poor little face because the Ten of Cups is in reverse, which means no happy endings, no grace, no second chance, no sympathy, no do-overs. It's really quite a warning, this reading. Sometimes we mess up and we apologize and it's fine. Usually people are very, very proud and very quick to say, oh yes, I forgive, but I never forget. Which is bullshit. That's not forgiveness. If you say things like that, forget it. Get lost. Forgiveness is something that you do for yourself. That's something real, where you let go of you cut the ties between you and the person who has wronged you or you have wronged. And you can only cut that cord between the two of you by filling them with light and hoping that every wonderful thing in the world happens to them because they deserve to have every pleasure and desire and goal fulfilled in this lifetime. You may not like them, but the universe likes them for some reason. Stay in your lane. Don't take action that come from a sense of, oh, I have to retaliate, or I'm going into something where I feel like this is a suicide mission, or I'm going into something that is just obviously set up to fail. I am not going to take action today, which is risky. Today is not the day to experiment with risky ventures, because I am this open-faced sandwich just waiting to get swept away by these huge waves. And if I do that, I'm going to lose my sense of emotional equilibrium. This isn't just happy families, it represents stability and security. The land they live on, it grows, and it grows plants, and it's full of life, and they have fresh water, and there are rainbows, and it's peacetime, and there are no soldiers invading this land, and it's quiet and free, and they have their own space, and it's what symbolically meant to show a real reward for you in life, in the sense that you have other people to love, and that they are loving in return, and that family unit stays together for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And that can really be a sense of security for you, because for a lot of us, our relationships with people are important, right? Our relationships with family are important to us, even though those are often the most difficult, because those people know us the longest. And we have relationships with friends and people we get to know at work, like mentors, and so many relationships where we really value those people, like having a sponsor in your life. It's someone who's there for you, who you can rely on, depend on. And today, if you do something stupid in the sense of, oh, I'm going to take Granny's jewels, her pearl necklace, and I'm going to take that down to the pawn shop because I'm really behind with gambling debts. You know, I've been playing blackjack and I owe 20,000, and the people I owe that to are starting to get a bit nasty and vicious. So I'm sure Granny won't mind. I will take that pearl necklace, I will go sell it, and then when I go home, I expect everyone to be happy, and I expect to pay the loan sharks, and everything's going to be hunky-dory. That's not going to happen. You'll get the pearl necklace, you'll sell it. First of all, you'll get ripped off. You'll get half the price for the actual necklace. And when you get home, you've got a bunch of people, arms folded, with the police there, staring in your face, saying, where's Granny's pearl necklace gone? So don't try little numbers like that. Be honest, have integrity today. Only do things that you would want someone else to do to you. This is really a day where you have to be careful that you don't have a major leap in your spiritual development by experiencing some major emotional bomb going off inside of you. And I've kind of given examples of what that looks like. It could be someone saying, this relationship has come to an end and I think we should see other people. That is going to create a reaction in you. Even if you do something as simple as you're speeding and you're over the speed limit, if it's 30 miles an hour and you're 35 miles an hour, and you get caught by one of those cameras, that is going to make you feel so irritated because it's 5 miles over the limit and you saw the flash, and now you know all the bureaucracy that's heading your way and the letters and the bills. So take action that is safe and play it safe today. Make sure you keep your eyes and ears open in terms of other people, in possible possible situations which are not in place, which are vague. And we're coming up to the Christmas period, and a lot of people are getting very stressed out because a lot of people are going to see family members for the one time of the year. So people may be prone to take action that is brought on by pressure. So if someone road rages you in the parking lot, it's because there are so many people at the shopping center. The pressure is getting to people a little bit. They're reacting emotionally, inappropriately, and it's causing them conflict and strife with other people. So if you want to avoid strife and conflict, simply watch your actions. Be careful that you don't inadvertently insult someone terribly or deliberately go to war with a person about some sort of an issue. It's not going to do you any good, except that you will learn from it. But I'd rather learn from love and joy than from, being slapped with a subpoena to appear in court or whatever it may be. So it's pretty clear today. It's a warning. And if we turn this around like that, if you don't overdo it and you stay put and you stay in your lane, the emotional chaos isn't really happening. It's upside down. It's not an issue. Water is just, what is that, clouds? Water becomes cloud, she flies away, everything's hunky-dory, and you can continue to enjoy your relationships with other people. But if you go on the destructive route that potentially you can be on because you feel inferior or because you feel that anger is justified, or you feel like you can take revenge because he did this to me and I'm now allowed to do this. If you do that, you're going to sever. There's the potential for you to sever relationships in your life for good. It's just because it's high anxiety. You're not the only person who's stressed at the moment, so tread lightly. Tread lightly. We're all going to tread lightly and be considerate of other people and have a wonderful day. And remember that, the Page of Cups always does learn and become something bigger and more attuned to the emotional and the loving side of life. So even on this day, when you put your head on the pillow in the evening, you will have grown, you will have progressed as a human being, and you'll have an experience under your belt now, which you can use as a tool or as a reaction to future problems so that you don't get caught up in situations that are negative to you, which you can now avoid because you've got the knowledge. Numerology, court card count as 1. So we've got 1 court card here, another court card there, and then number 10. So we have 12. 1 and 1 is 2, and 10 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 3 is about communication and new beginnings. So when you communicate, you can create giant waves, new waves, to smash you onto the cliffs and to destroy your relationships. So be careful of these moments of inspiration, which you think are just marvelous ideas, and you don't check with anyone else because you think it's such a great idea. You just go ahead with it anyway. You don't consult anyone. And again, you're faced with a house full of family members staring at you saying, "What have you done now?" Best thing to do today is to focus on what you can improve in your own life and leave the relationships as they are. Let people get on with it. Don't tread on other people's toes and get your stuff sorted out. It's a great admin day. I hope you have a fabulous Friday. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. When you're on the website, on the front page, there's a Book Your Reading Now button. Just click on that to order your reading with me. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology, and I specifically focus on you. This is a general reading for everyone who's watching, but when I draw up your natal chart, it's a snapshot of the sky, at the moment you were born. So I can see exactly how the planets influence each other to create the characteristics and the temperament that you've got, and how you can use that to your advantage in work, in love, in money, in romance, in the future, anything. So if you have any questions, please do get in touch with me via the website gregoryscott.com. If you like this video, please share it online and hit the subscribe button. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.